Baby dolls, we have to talk. Welcome back to crypto's juiciest news. Forget the Bitcoin price. This is actually real. Lil Pump has got a Soylana actual tattoo on his forehead. Yes, it's happening. I mean, oh my gosh. Sell. Oh man, this is crazy. He actually got a tattoo on his forehead. Oh man, what the hell is going on? Now, friends, we got some juicy news today. Of course, the prices aren't doing that well again, but you just have to be careful because this is all part of the plan, isn't it, friends? This is the weekly chart of Bitcoin. It's around 66, 67K. We're still waiting to see if we're going to move that out of the range. Here we are once again. This sucks, man. This is this is just like a little U-turn from that CPI, otherwise known as the Kippy. So it is what it is. Everyone's waiting. Can we once again get out of the range? But look, man, friends, what's been actually happening in crypto is as we have been moving along, even though people keep talking about the tech, every month, there are a shitload of token unlocks from all these tech coins, VC tech grifter insiders, right? Do you want to know how much is getting unlocked this month? $680 million of an unlock to like 30 different projects. Now, you might wonder, 680 million, is that a lot? Dude, that's $680 million of supply, friends. That's not market cap. That's like, people think they have $680 million that they can get rid of right now. You don't have enough bids for that. And it's across all these other projects. You want to find them out, you go to Token Unlocks, friends. Token Unlocks is the website, and I'll show it to you right now. This is it. Token Unlocks here. This is it. Look at this. This is crazy. 7 days alone. Look at all these. Arbitrum, $87 million. Look at this. Starkware, dog shit, $63 million. Look at all these, friends. Look at all these numbers. This is insane. All these coins. Manta, Grift. All of these coins, man. That's crazy. They're just going to keep dumping them. There's all these VC tech coins, all layer 2s, all these governance things here and there. Nah, man. I don't think this is good at all. I don't like it whatsoever because they're all assuming that we're all stupid and that we're going to buy their like very, very expensive tech coins. But I think they're going to be in for a rude awakening. And the market is already saying that they are going to be in for a rude awakening because of meme coins, friends. They're just cheap. People want to be... I'd rather buy in a cheap community like Pika on PulseChain or Nana, Orange Man Good or Freedom of Peach or Tangang stuff or even PDI, man. I'd rather participate in that than join your $800 million day one thing. Like the market didn't go up to trade there, man. It didn't go up to... It didn't make its way up there. Just, okay, we're launching there. Nah, man. You just go suck it, all right? This is the Bitcoin monthly candle chart, friends. We have a red here as well. We're obviously not done with the month, but we'll guess. Look, we'll see what happens from here. But look, friends, at the end of the day, all these like prices and everyone's guessing, you know, nothing can really happen until ETH BTC goes up. Once again, it's failing again, which sucks. And Soylana, I mean, you can have a look at Soylana. Right here, this is the Sol ETH ratio right now. So is it doing a big triangle thing? Where's it going to go? How's it going to resolve itself? Well, if the Ethereum ETF makes this thing go down, it's going to be one of the most obvious things of all time. So as I'm noticing, friends, I'm noticing a theme where this cycle, like these signals are like really clear. if that happens, like, oh yeah, because of the Ethereum ETF, Solana just loses flavor and people just move on. I wonder if that's going to happen. You know, don't jump the gun yet because I mean, like, meme coins they're not going away. They're just too cheap. They're just too cheap and they move too much. Okay, the only way for you to really justify someone else buying tech is you let me and you in, pretty much it. We have to be able to be given cheap prices. And speaking of that, friends, the crowdfunding for StationX is still live here. It's still everybody free to join. Decentralized crowd platform, crowd fundraising. It's already a working product. They've already raised, they've done over $4.5 million on this year alone. And Crypto Kobe is in that space as well. So if you're in for utility, you can read all the details for that. It's obviously first come, first serve. Once it's done, it's fully out. The minimum is like $500 though. So I know I asked for it to be lower, but it's actually a gift from them to your friend Sommi's community, all right? And they're trying a different route, friends, because normally when they have 300 grand to allocate, they'll give 6 influencers 50 grand each. The influencers just go shield to the audience on the opening to go dump on everyone, okay? But StationX are like, hey, let's get a grassroots community like us. Let's actually give them the opportunity to get in, and let's see what happens from there. So they're actually trying to change a game. And guess what? They have a working product. Crypto Kobe's in this space. So you know there's basically a blue ocean thing to be filled here. It's less than 20 million market cap, your participation. And the comparable is a failed project from 2021, which didn't survive. it went to 300 million market cap. That's a failed one. Had pretty much no users, didn't have any of these raises and stuff here and there. So if you want, you can participate in that. Now, friends, I'm going to bring it back to the others BTC ratio chart. Friends, this might actually be our guiding star for the rest of this cycle to see this, because I just got to remind you, right? This is the pure altcoins versus Bitcoin, okay? And I mean, look at this. If we go to 2016 Bitcoin halving year, friends, you got to go through this, right? This thing went for 287 days and then it flipped red. Look in 2020 what happened. All right, the alt season ran for 287 days and it flipped red. Isn't that spooky? Or what do you think our one did, friends? Look at this. It went for look how many days. 287 days, friends, and it flipped red. I'm not even joking. 287, 294. That's so weird? Altcoins versus BTC went the exact freaking sum of days. Of course, you have to lean, but that's just spooky, right? It's all following. Now, what happens after that, friends? Well, it is usually 2.5 months of red. That's what happened 2 times. 2.5 months from red. And then this is the final alt season wave number 1. Okay, that's wave number 1. Where you got to get out of everything that moves in that point. And this is his final alt season wave number 1 as well of that cycle. If that happens, I've got the fractals here. This is what it would be like, and it would be estimated around December, January. But look, you don't have to like I know people get anxious. They're like, oh my gosh, does that mean it's all over? Nothing's moving. Yeah, man. Look, in January of 2021, everybody was poor. All right, nothing was moving. It was just Bitcoin, okay? But by April, 4 months later, everything had gone up. Doge was up 200x. Everything had gone absolutely wild, right? Just in those 4 to 4.5 months. So that might be it the same. By the way, that's Doge. Don't anchor to that. Everything else was doing like a 7 to a 10x, unless you're a very, very new coin or old cycle stuff. Okay, so that's important. So if, that's what we're waiting for. Okay, big if, all right? If we start reversing up by August, September, and we flip green again, you know what I mean? We start doing this and we start moving and we're in here November. We're going to know, man, oh my gosh, we might only have a December month blow off, okay? But you don't know, friends. Look, anything can happen in this cycle, friends. I'm not even kidding, man. It's possible that, this December period, friends, it is possible this happens, okay? That we go in October, November, all right? But then we stop. That's possible, all right? If we do that and we're supposed to peak out higher with a higher ratio, yeah, what if that happens? And we're like, oh my gosh, now we're playing for freaking 2025. So that is completely possible, which look, in my opinion, that would make sense. You know why? Because we got so screwed in 2021, most of the altcoins. If they gave us like 3 waves for our cycle, that would be nice. Not 3 big waves though. Probably the 2 standard ones and like a half one that doesn't kind of like finish it up. And maybe the stock market kind of stops us in our place. That's something just to think about. So we're like completely aware of it. That's all that we need to be. Now, friends, we got to go back to the most important news. Lil Pump actually got a tattoo on his forehead of Soylana. This is actually true. And I'm asking everyone, right? Do you remember? I don't know if you guys remember, friends. I made one of my videos. I actually said in this cycle, we might see extreme things during euphoria. And so we're going to see some wild stuff, okay? And I actually joked and I said, dude, someone might just get a tattoo on their head. Tattoo on their forehead. I actually said that. I couldn't believe it, friends. This whole manifestation thing. What are the chances? What are the chances? Like, we're just speaking about it, friends. I was speaking with my friends last night over some shisha. We're talking about this manifestation thing in this world. How that's crazy, man. Oh, man. Friends, you know what I've got to do? I've got to start manifesting 3 alt seasons. 3 alt seasons. Come on. We're going to keep manifesting it, okay? Positive thinking. That's crazy. By the way, yes, they are real. I couldn't believe it. Man, everyone's asking, right, should we sell everything? No, friends. I know these things, like, you know what I mean? Look, I know it sounds crazy, but Lil Pump getting a tattoo on his forehead is not the craziest thing we're going to see. I mean, that's just the beginning of it. And yes, it wasn't on my bingo card. And I also joked, maybe it's a sign we need to clench our butt cheeks. I mean, really, man? Solana, bro. You're like a little twink. What are you doing, man? Like, you don't even... Are you a Solana fan? Oh, man, friends, this is... I guess we'll see what happens in the actual euphoria. Now, friends, I want to quickly throw this your way, okay? So this is Landwolf with the this is 8 rugs, okay? 8 rugs. And there's a vampire one with higher market cap, way higher market cap than the real one, right? So, but the liquidity is really, really thin. If 2 people want to get out, it's just pretty much all over because the liquidity is only like 1.6% of the whole market cap, right? There are wallets that hold like 2% themselves, okay? So, but you got to study probabilities, friends. So this is why a lot of people say to me, well, How could you have known? Well, here's the thing, man. Look at this game, friends. Since there were 8 rugs, and let's say the vampire. Forget the real OG one, okay? There's 8 ones that didn't make it and 1 that did, okay? Technically, right? Not even really made it yet. You don't know. All right. If you put $1,000 into each one, all right, you have spent $9,000. All right. The vampire one shot up 25x. Okay. So you have spent $9,000 and then you got $25,000. All right. That means your return is only 16,000. That's less than a 2x. You spent 9, you got back 16. Less than a 2x. So if you're in this game to play that, it's very unfortunate you're not going to make it, okay, in this game. Because this game, that's altcoins, by the way, if you're playing for something like that. Okay? If your whole thing is, let me just go buy everyone because I don't really know with all these, you really got to be careful with that. Because look, you spent 9. By the way, what if that one doesn't make it, another one does? You know what I mean? And you have to buy it. That's why it's tough, friends. It's tough. That's why I try to increase my probability of just being in a strong community. All right. And that's all that matters. Okay. This OG Telegram, okay, the real Landwolf OG Telegram's up. It's up to 6,800 members now. Like it's knocking on the door of 7,000. So even though there are jeets who are getting out, you can't let them like basically dishearten you, friends. I mean, here it is right now. Okay. This is it right now. 6.4 million market cap. I know, friends, I've seen these things time and time again, but look at one of the king memes on literally Ethereum, friends. This is Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10 Indian. Look at this, friends. It's back to 10 cents. Look, this is freaking, look at, friends. It's literally gone nowhere for, and this is one of the king memes, nowhere for almost a year. Okay, literally nowhere, almost a freaking entire year. And friends, yeah, they are one of the most aggressive, unique, one of the best memes. And by the way, they're very, very, very cheap. By the way, not financial advice. You should be accumulating more bullets here if you want. I think this can hit 2 billion in the bull market. That's another 20x to go. I really think it could hit 5 billion. If Pepe goes to 100 billion, this could be a 50x from here, but it's up to you. And now one of the biggest news of the day, friends. So the founder of Curve is this dude. So pretty much he's been getting liquidated, okay? And it's actually giant news. So, but it's an actual exit scam, friends. So I'll let you read. I'll go through it here. So look at this from Arkham, okay? Michael Egorov was liquidated for $140 million of this. He goes, the price of Curve fell through Egorov's liquidation threshold this morning with his entire 9-figure lending position liquidated across 5 protocols. 2 of his accounts incurred over $1 million of bad debt and then of Curve's Lava Lend, where Egorov is cleared after receiving $6 million USDT. So pretty much I think he still owes the protocol like $9 or $10 million. And look, friends, here's the thing, okay? It's a bunch of BS, man. All of this, it's real, but I'm just telling you, DeFi is disgusting, friends. Could you call it even real, like DeFi? A lot of these, just a lot of BS, man. Like, just look at this, man. I've just got this information. Okay, look, look, Curve, right? So it's down 96% after 1,400 days. They innovated in the crypto space by providing a low transaction way of swapping stablecoins. So they changed the Uniswap formula to allow low cost. But here's the thing. The market doesn't care. All right, the market doesn't care. There were too many tokens given to the teams and insiders. By the way, the founder owned 34% of the coins himself. You want to know what's more disgusting, friends? I'm going to show you this, right? Look at this. I'll show you this. Look at this. Curve's market cap is down 87%, right? Because the difference between market cap and coins. Okay, so it's not down 96. But this is mostly a fake way to look at it because the tokens were not given to the public as much as they claimed. They said 57% of tokens goes to the community here, which is a load of shit because the founder himself had 30% of all the tokens. Imagine the team, you know what I mean? So all of these pie charts and tables are a load of BS. The founder took a loan out with 34% of all owned tokens. So that pretty much tells you everything you need to know with these tech coins, friends. Yeah, it's all true, man. Look at these chai parts. They're like, oh, don't worry, look at this big chunk of the community. Don't worry, the community owns it. The community, look at the early users, by the way, friends. Wow, the core team, and like, bro, dude, you own all the coins, man. You own literally a third of all. That's one dude. What about all the treasury and the water bubbler and all these, man? And that's what you get, friends. You get these big, fat, giant liquidations. What's funny? That's why here I am just reminding you. We're gonna play some nice gentle angel music. I know this is upsetting people who believe in his DeFi chara. It's a bunch of bullcrap, man. Just he's all full of crap. He's gave yourself all the tokens, and now you're upset that retail, who you thought you were going to dump on, they want to go buy meme coins because they're like, hey, man, I'm not getting dumped on. I'm going to go play another casino. Sweet, because retail know they're going to lose anyway. Hey, I might as well go have a chance at least of winning first, right? Which means higher price growth, yeah? So as I can see, right? So as you can see, right, the market is still even after all these memes, and then Lil Pump, Soylana forehead tattoo, all right, it is still not doing a great rotation into DeFi. Still, as you can see, right? So the people have spoken. We would rather step into the culture casino of meme coins, fair launch, low valuations, high flying fun. And look, yeah, they're not all fair. There's insiders, there's whitelists, there's blacklists, there's snipers. We know all that. But guess what? They're in like in the big tech coins too. Of course they are. It's the same thing. But hey, one thing starts small, one thing starts expensive. Which one's actually got a shot at changing your life? You know what I mean? And it's all about the odds, by the way, friends. It really is about the odds. However, there are a lot of meme coins now. You know what I mean? And there's ones that are sticky. You have DickWifButt, for example. You can't tell me, okay, you're not going to pay any attention. There's no excuses. These things just, they're powerful, man. People are memeing them. They're memeing them into existence. And they're way more relevant than all these other things. All right? The community is what matters. Not community is the asset, right? The community is the asset, not the code. And then we all know it ends in tears anyway, but at least you have a shot to win in the meme coins. So I'm not telling you, obviously, don't just go FOMO buying anything. You have to find good ones, right? Mark 50 to 70% for drops from the top. And then, yeah, lottery ticket size, 90% call, 10% lottery. Just that, you know, we're now moving into the cycle, but it could be all over soon. People are probably going to regret not having full-on lottery tickets. That's what it's feeling like. Every single person tells you, like, man, why even buy this other this heavy stuff? Man, I'm getting dumped on. That's pretty much it, okay? With expensive insider tech coins, you just lose from the start, okay? Because they have all the inflation. They get all the inflation. They got all the coins. It sucks, man. You see it time and time again. By the way, as like an extra friendly note, Curve let everybody lock up their tokens for 4 years. So everybody thought it was going to be a deflationary act for 4 years. I mean, look at the price chart, bro. How's that 4 years staking lockup? They get the unlocks and they just dump it anyway. It reminds me of the hex staking. So staking up long term, it doesn't do anything. Because why? It does do something. It lets people get out immediately while everyone else stakes. That's on average of what happens. This is I'm speaking general terms for all DeFi stuff. So the reason why it doesn't, friends, is in crypto, coins age, and we're here for attention spans. All right, so that's pretty much it. Because nothing is cash flow positive. None of these are productive assets. They're not actually selling a real product and service, so they don't have reliable cash flow streams to support the asset itself. Right, 99% of crypto don't. Which means as you get older, you have less people, you have less growth, all right, in crypto, on average, okay? No, there's going to be a few unicorns, but on average, okay? However, if you're locking up the coins, you're assuming that your inflation will be gobbled up in the future. And we now from crypto, you have like literally a 1 in 100 chance of being right. If that. It's literally, I'm not joking, it's less than that. It sounds ridiculous to tell you. Yeah, it's like 0.25%. 1 in 400 coins will be able to do that. Most of the time, they won't. Most of the time, what happens is your inflation, when you start to get it back in a few years or whenever it is, the inflation's too heavy for what the demand is on average during that time. That's why a lot of these things, even though it's staking lockups and everything, that's not enough for price boost, okay? You need to convince people that they got to be part of the community, and that's what it comes down to. As you got to see, even with Curve and the 4-year lockups, didn't do anything. Now, friends, if you remember one of my videos, Ansem shouted me out. So shout out to Ansem he basically like tweeted about me. He's shitting on me, but that's okay. I he don't really care. He retweeted me. He got me more exposure. Thank you very much. And I went through the comments. You guys remember in my video, I went through like the comments. I'm like, hey, who's joining in on him to shit on me? I wonder if I'm going to discover like some very high secret alpha. Because the friends are always looking around. Hey, who's shitting on me? What are they saying? A couple of guys in there were Hobbs coin maxis. Hobbs is the name of Ansem's cat. And I'm not even going to just say anything extra. I'm just going to show you the chart. Okay, so that's pretty much what they've done. Now, a lot of people say, well, that looks like the hex chart. Yes, that's right, friends. However, Hobbs is the 190th cat coin out here, right? So that's something to think about. Also, I don't think Hobbs has a $170,000, 170,000 ETH sacrifice treasury that might want to buy something liquidity linked to it or directly related to it. That's what I'm saying, friends. You need a competitive edge out here because everything is going to eventually do this price chart unless you believe you have an edge that can actually sustain itself over time to give you the conviction to hold. And that's why I've got to remind you as well when I play some nice gentle pump music. There's a lot of cheating on Soylana, man. They're very aggressive, friends. You got to be careful, man. Soylana just have so many cheats. It's like it's full on. It's the Las Vegas thing, man. Even look what happened here, friends. Look at this. This is another one on Telegram, guys. He's talking about this coin. So remember when Andrew Tate was fighting with Ansem just a few days ago, Ansem basically called him like a chimpanzee or whatever, and so someone made a coin to honor him. And look at the conviction in this shot caller. By the way, it's meant to be a respected shot caller. It's not just some random person, okay, in his Telegram. He goes, finally, a coin that shits on Andrew Tate. This is like the counter movement to the attention on him right now. CLD, 200K only, should go up nicely from here. This response of Ansem is going viral above it. But Tate called him an N-word. You see that, friends? So you think, well, wow. And I was like, wow, let me go check the chart. And yeah, I'll show you this chart right here. There you go. Sweet. Okay, that's your coin. All right, it went. This is 200K. It did a 2x and down to 9K market. Literally rugged. There you go. Straight to zero. So see, friends, everything on Soylana, they're paying these words. By the way, as I said, that the beer devs, these guys rugged. They sold $10 million. They've been dumping $10 million on everyone the whole time. They exited. That's disgusting. That's all on Soylana, friends. It is. So here's the thing. Have you noticed? Like, all these memes are really new. You see how the chimpanzee comment from Ansem was a day old, and people are like, let's celebrate a meme from something a day old. Nah, man. I'd rather be like Princess Peach from Super Mario, Pika. You know, and Pika on PulseChain, or Orange Man Good, Donald Trump. These memes, they're older than like a day or a 2 or a week or a month or even a year. Okay, they're older than that. DickWifButt from 2008. That's ancient, older than Bitcoin. Pikachu, 1995. All right, Princess Peach. So Freedom of Peach, that's Super Mario related. Yeah, that's from 1985. See these, friends? That's why hopefully you've learned something when I introduced this concept of a lot of the fire memes. Also, ticker Bitcoin is Sonic the Hedgehog. Was that in the 80s or the 90s as well? You see that? So the older these are in our mind, it's easier for them to see. It's not a guarantee. It's not a guarantee because they have to hit right. It has to be the community and stuff, okay? But just giving you an idea of what's going on, okay? So, and also, it's pretty obvious. Many of the coins, not all, many of the coins on PulseChain, and obviously good ones on Ethereum, they have higher loyalty rates. Coinbase, it's better than Soylana with the loyalty rate, but there's still medium risk there. It's not like the risk of, there's a lot of people just move around. There's 15 dogs, and they move around, and like this, you're going to have to like really ride with it with the team and community. Now, one of the coins I remember mentioning out here, if I just quickly bring it up again, was Roost, friends. Remember Roost? I talked about it. It's actually back to like roughly the same zone now again. So it's back in the zone here. Andrew Tate talked about it. Went up, pumped, come back down. This is nothing though. This is like where you are. We put this little price chart here. See, back in the range, friends. That's why you try to leave the range. If you're not due to go up yet, it's not your time. You just got to wait and see what happens. You're going to have some fun as well. I mean, like, look at this, friends. Here, look, I'll show you. One of these pictures, right? This is Curve stablecoin, the DEX, which is ushering in the next future of decentralized finance, okay, with stablecoins. This other chart is just a meme coin abandoned by the dev here to celebrate Pikachu friendship. You see that? You see that? That's Pika on PulseChain. So people are choosing, man. That's it. Like, it's not even up to me or you. It's just, okay, well, the marketplace, what are you doing? Okay. Friends, all that's happening is, I know people get this, like, there's like Team Red and Team Blue, No. It is tech coins. You are too expensive for the utility you actually provide. The utility we want is positive cash flow, that it's a productive asset. You guys aren't doing that. All right, sweet. In my eyes, you're all memes. You're all on the equal playing field. So if your thing is 800 million market cap, but you don't have literally any cash flow, maybe you should only be worth like 40 million. All right, you're a meme. By this point in the bull market, right? You're meant to go to 800 million in euphoria, but you're 40 million right now. You're meant to give us a 20x, but you're starting at 800 million. Okay, we're not touching you. I'd rather go buy Pika. You're 2 million. Sweet. I actually think, friends, I'm not joking, all these layer 2 governance, all these other DeFi things, they should be literally like 100 million market cap. They should be, okay, around 100 million. A lot of them are like 500 million to a billion. They should be like 80 to 90% lower than what they are. And these meme coins should be their same value. And then we decide, okay, obviously you're probably going to price the tech coins higher because they have a higher probability of becoming a cash producing asset, a productive asset. That's how the market should work it out. But you know, they're not, because they're all scams. They're giving themselves all the coins. So meme coins are just, here's the thing, meme coins might have a euphoric run because they can't buy the tech. So even though we're printing a lot of meme coins, okay, but printing strong community stuff, there are a lot of ones out here, but it's not like an infinite supply of all these strong community non-Jeet coins. So I guess we're just going to see how the market plays out for that. Also, look at this message from Eric Eith. Michael did not get wrecked by being liquidated on his curve. He got 100 million in stables out of a 140 million curve position. Selling it on the market would have resulted in similar prices and a pissed off community. Sure, could have done it at the DeFi top and made out better, but still. Sassel, he just transferred the rectage to the community instead. Yes, by the way, you see this. By the way, just to let you know, friends, just to let you know. So you see these, friends, these, if you notice, okay, if you go through, because a lot of these people are pro-Ethereum, their language is more smiley, jokey, ha 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 ha, like that. Whereas if it was another chain, these guys would be like, you are disgusting. This is not DeFi principles. It would be really, really, really aggressive. Okay. But why do they kind of like, why do they go easy on these people? It's because they all hold a special place in their heart for all Curve and Uniswap and Synthetics and Chainlink, all these other guys, because they were all on Ethereum in 2020 and they gave Ethereum its first mover advantage with DeFi. They were all the hotbed on Ethereum. So it's almost like they can do no wrong. That's pretty much it. Just here to show you, yeah, you might see some like a bit of inconsistencies and stuff. They're like, hey, what's going on here? That makes no sense because this, like one guy's talking really bad about this event and this other kind of guy, maybe Ethereum aligned, he's joking more about it, even though, you know, it's really, really dangerous. What a disaster, by the way. Literally is a freaking disaster. Like, hey, pretty much, where's the decentralized? Okay, you own all the coins. Okay, sweet. It's kind of funny. By the way, this same people shitting on Richard Hart. It's funny. People in the comment section, I've got to remind you, Richard is here to buy his own coins. These guys are here to dump and do leverage against their own coins, literally to short them. Pretty much, you know what I mean? That's pretty much it. They're like dumping them. They're making them go down, and Richard's trying to make it go up. That's the difference. That's the difference. Okay. Now I put them in the same ballpark. Who cares? They're just like people out there. All right. But what do you think has a higher probability of working? That's what you got to decide. Do you think the 170,000 ETH is going to do nothing? Or do you think it's going to do something? Right? At least there is 170,000 ETH. That's pretty much positive. Also, quickly, friends, Michael Saylor is dumping more shares to use the proceeds to buy more Bitcoin. So MicroStrategy announces proposed private offering 500 million of convertible senior notes. So Michael Saylor dumping shares to buy Bitcoin. Bitcoin was the first meme. That's exactly what's happening, friends. Yes, right now, Michael Saylor going more turbo leverage on. Now, friends, I'm going to end up with a very positive note from Vitalik. Okay, here's the thing. So, Vitalik, friends, he's showing, he goes, hey, there's actually more to meme coins in crypto. This is what we're building right now. Okay, but it's not all great, just to show you. Okay, so there is, some of these are really nerdy. Okay, ZK reputation, identity, credentials. So it's basically, it's like, how can I prove I'm a human and my credentials without sharing my information out there to the whole world? It's basically like, hey, I need to be verified, but I don't want to put all my information on the chain. How do I verify with some key? That's basically pretty much it, that type of stuff. Okay, P2B cross-border payments. We have that much lower fees and quickly improving the user experience. So cross-border payments, P2P, transferring stuff around. He also has decentralized social. Yeah, I mean, like, no one really cares about that. Like Twitter's got enough, you know what I mean? Okay, some sensitive stuff. Go put on one other website, but it is what it is. Ethereum maxis all went to Fartcaster. Actually, StationX raised for Fartcaster. Or there's some Fartcaster dudes there. It's just another decentralized social media. Friends, look, I know you want to be spicy in social media, but not like every message. You know, 1 in every 1,000. You know what I mean? Okay, once every 2 months, you got to say something controversial. Once every month. But the rest of the time, you're like, yeah, I just want to hang out with everyone else. You know what I mean? So that's why decentralized social needs some other quirks in there. Prediction markets, actually usable this cycle. So prediction markets, basically the more degen stuff, gambling on stuff. You know, is Vitalik going to tweet once or twice this month? That's pretty much the gambling out here. Privacy, enterprise applications. I don't know what this is, friends. And ZK plus censorship resistant voting. That's like, you know, wow, voting for a country, censorship resistant voting. So yeah, look, that's cool tech. It is cool tech. But you're probably wondering, okay, where's the tokens? Where's the tokens, bro? I know, man. There's more to just tokens. But it's easy for them to do that when they're billionaires already, man. It really is. Okay, so that's Vitalik, right? Sharing the tech stuff happening in crypto besides meme coins, right? Most of them, however, unfortunately, do not let me and you in to viably enter them at cheap prices. We can't get into their projects. There are no fair launches, friends. Most of them are umbrella VC grifters who will dump their tokens on retail at expensive valuations. Now, of course, you can have a coffee with them. And I'm sure, yeah, they're all really smart. They all got like PhDs. They're really, really smart dudes. But at the end of the day, let me tell you something, okay? You can be smart and nice to have a coffee with. Simultaneously, you can be a greedy piece of poop in a bull market, okay? You can be the exact same person. In a bull market comes like, oh, sweet, we've got all the tokens. Let's go dump it out. Screw retail. We're just going to dump it in the bull market. Friends, I'm telling you now, mark your friend Sommi words. Mark these words, okay? When Bitcoin hits 100K, which I hope it does, you're going to see all these unlocks start to come out. They're going to be dumping OTC. And you realize, oh, my friend Sommi was right. Actually, all of them are just greedy grifters themselves. We don't actually need their token. They're just going to market in that final, 4 to 5 months of the bull market, which starts to get super exciting just so they can get out. And it is what it is, okay? And sure, friends, meme coins are cyclical too, with this pumping and this dumping stuff. But at least they let people in at cheap valuations. At least they let us in. Look at this. StationX, friends, is letting us in for less than 20 million market cap. That's so rare. That's like a gift. Okay, one. Wow, one out of like 400. Sweet. See what I mean? Look, the people have spoken, friends. It's like at the end of the day, I mean, everyone can say they wish one world to happen. Okay, keep wishing. I'm just telling you, the market's like sending some freaking signals, friends. A lot of people are listening. Are you listening though? Make sure you like, subscribe, better, but no, catch you soon.